the hardest thing about accepting responsibility or trying to be successful, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, people still expect for you to operate at a level that you always operate on. You know, I had a appointment where somebody wanted me to go help them fix their house. It got damaged by the hurricane, and immediately after that, I went to go show, I think three or four properties. And after that, I was like, man, I just been going. I'm just tired, and my wife's at work, and I gotta go pick up the kids. Am I a little tired? Yes. Matter of fact, I do want to take a nap. I want to take a good nap. But documenting my journey, because a lot of times I'm very uplifting. A lot of times I'm trying to encourage people, because there was a point in my life where I don't know if I thought I wasn't good enough, but when I was much younger, I always felt like the underdog. I always felt like people looked at me like, look at this dude. And so I always had the attitude, I'm going to show them. And what developed as me getting into junior high, high school, graduating, was a confidence, a faith about myself. Like, nah, I'm going to do this thing. Like, I had no room to doubt. But in the midst of thinking about, I want to be this, I want to be that, like, success is hard. Success is challenging, especially depending on how you're looking at success. Like, I just don't view success as how much money I have in the bank anymore. When my sister died back in 2016, I was just doing a lot of foolish stuff, and I didn't even know it. Some I knew was foolish, some I didn't know was foolish. But as my walk with God has increased, as my faith has increased, I've learned that the way to prosper, spiritually, health, financially, being a husband, being a father, being somebody that people can look to, sometimes I do get a little drained, because you look out and just from a single view, you think like, man, this person they don't do all this to be this. But the one thing I've learned is that the people who decide to become something more, sacrifice is always part of the program. And sacrifice don't care how your day be. What I've also learned is that when you choose to be a better person, when you choose to become somebody, especially if you're looking at spiritually, right? That your gifts and your talents and your sacrifice is never meant for you. It's always meant for the others around you, for the people you may talk to at a conference, somebody you may talk to at a job, a client that you may be thinking you're going to sell a house or sell this product or sell this service, and you have a conversation not about that, but you give them a sense of hope. Everything that you go through is always meant for somebody else. And that's the one thing I had to learn. Like, what I really had to learn is that when I look at nature, the tree is actually a metaphor for life, because the tree does not decide to be a tree. It just does what its purpose, its calling is. And then from that, when the tree fulfills its fruitful obligation, we can get food from the tree. We can get shelter from the tree. If we need some fire in the house, in the chimney, we can get warmth from the tree. If it's hot on a summer day, 100 degrees, we can get shade from the tree. So as I'm doing this video, it's not for me to be complaining about, man, I'm tired, because sometimes I just be tired, especially going to go pick up the kids, and I have to be attentive. I have to they're getting older. I don't want to be in a situation where, even though I'm sacrificing some things as far as going towards my purpose, I still need to be there in the part of their life where they can remember their father in a good light, where they want to talk to me and ask me 21 questions. I need to be able to listen to them. Or like these past holidays, being present. Usual holidays, I don't get on social media. I put my phones down and I stay away from it. So, if you're watching this video, if you are struggling with trying to be successful, if it's wearing you down and you are thinking about like, man, why did I sign up for this? Just know that anything that you're trying to do that is going to require a different version, it's going to be a disruption in your life as you're going through it, because who you're going to be needs to disconnect with who you are. And that little transition period can just be a blur. It can be like, man, how I'm going to get through this. And to be honest, if I knew the end, I may not want to do everything. If I knew what I'm going to sacrifice, I don't know. So I'm thankful for the journey. I'm thankful to be able to, pray to God, to be able to ask Him to give me peace. So this video wasn't, I don't know why I did this video. I just did this video to kind of let you know that even though I post videos and it seems like, man, I gotta like everything just woohoo, like it's A, B, C, D, like no. The things that I'm trying to accomplish takes energy, it takes time, it takes tears, it takes pain. And everything ain't always perfect. Everything ain't always like, woohoo, I have 100% hope. There's just a little bit of doubt sometimes, a little bit of worry, some stress sometimes. And then I usually just have to think about, it could be worse. I could be a person who's not trying to achieve their dreams. I don't want to leave this earth and be in a situation where I'm on that bed at 100 years old looking up like I could have done this. Everything that God wants me to do, I got to squeeze it out and do it. Amen. So I guess if you've watched the entire this video, my hope is that you go for what your dreams are, and that it's okay if not every day is perfect for you. Just remember that sacrifice only goes towards results, never towards excuses.